For weeks now, Elon's been causing the woke to melt down on social media after becoming Twitter's largest shareholder, threatening to buy it and then successfully doing so. There are people deleting their accounts, boycotting the platform, and trying their very best to find a way to get Elon to regret his purchase. And I wanted to talk about these people's meltdowns because woke comic pros, leftists, and even actors are freaking out on Twitter. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I'm sure you've already heard about Elon Musk buying Twitter, but this article sums it up very well. And then we're going to read about all of the meltdowns that people have been having and some of the awful things they've been saying about Elon Musk. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has completed his acquisition of Twitter, with the billionaire paying $54.20 per share. I figured that this was going to happen at some point a few weeks ago when he said, "What if I made a Twitter alternative?" At that point in time, I figured that he was just going to do that. But then as soon as he started talking about buying Twitter, I knew that it was going to happen because let's be honest, if Elon Musk wants something, he's going to eventually get it. It says Musk offered to buy Twitter at this price earlier this month and described it as his best and final offer. The deal values Twitter at around $44 billion, and Musk will be taking the company private. Of course, there are a lot of people out there who are praising this, who are saying this is awesome to see. In my opinion, I use Twitter. I post my videos there. Sometimes I'll retweet things and kind of post my general opinions on situations I plan to cover, or even sometimes I don't plan to cover. But Twitter is just kind of a cesspool. Unfortunately, that's the way that it is. Do I think that he could potentially make it a better platform? Yes, absolutely. I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm not someone who's sitting here saying this is going to kill the platform. I think that that is an absurd claim to make. But he did make a statement on social media after the purchase that has freaked everyone out. Well, everyone who was already freaking out, it's made them freak out even more. He said, by free speech, because that's something he wants to focus on with the platform, I simply mean that which matches the law. I am against censorship that goes far beyond the law. If people want less free speech, they will ask government to pass laws to that effect. Therefore, going beyond the law is contrary to the will of the people. I, like many other people, agree with this. Unfortunately, we've seen platforms like Twitter shadow ban people and ban people for absolutely absurd reasons. Twitter is a platform that if you say one wrong thing, if it gets reported, that's it. Your account gets locked down, it gets suspended, it gets permanently banned. We've seen also a lot of people with certain right-leaning political opinions get banned over the past few years, and some of those people have gotten their accounts back already. I know a lot of people have said, oh, my suspended account was unsuspended in the past 24 hours, which is awesome for those people. But there's also been a massive influx of people who left Twitter to go to other social media platforms like Minds, who are coming back now, that are willing to give it a chance now that Elon Musk has purchased it. Unfortunately, though, it's never just this simple. Someone else bought the platform. Maybe they'll raise it to new heights. No, because leftists and the woke are freaking out over this purchase, basically saying it's the end of the world. Here's a compilation from Data Racer that says here's some of the death threats Elon Musk is getting after buying Twitter. Radical activists are claiming it's okay to send death threats now because it's free speech. This is absolutely disgusting, okay? If you don't like Elon Musk, that's all right. You are allowed to dislike him as much as you want, but to send someone death threats is absolutely terrible, and that shouldn't be happening. And this is still against the terms of service. You can't threaten people. You can't go online and say disgusting things like this, their accounts are going to get reported and they're probably going to get banned. But of course, they're saying, oh, because he wants it to be a free speech platform, it's okay that I do this. Here's a bunch of images from 2 weeks ago that says people are freaking out over Elon Musk buying Twitter. They're calling it a Nazi takeover, a danger to trans people, and believe it might start World War III. These are the absolute lunatics that are going on social media who are mad that Elon purchased this platform. I personally do not think that this is a bad thing. These people are freaking out because they don't want free speech. They wanted regulated speech, and they only want people with their point of view to be unregulated, which isn't the way that it should be. Will Elon make massive changes to the platform? I don't know. I don't know his plans for it, but we can hope he will, and let's be honest, it wouldn't be hard to make it better than it is right now. Elon doesn't want to kick every leftist off of social media, and that's what they're acting like. Even I wouldn't agree with that because, as I've always said, as long as you're following a platform's rules, you shouldn't be kicked off of it. So if your political opinions are left or right, you should have the ability to be on a platform. Even if I don't agree with your opinions, I don't want Twitter to start banning people on the other side of my beliefs because that wouldn't be acceptable. I know a lot of people also wouldn't like that. But of course, there are a lot of people saying awful, disgusting things about Elon Musk. They're basically saying this is the end of the world. This is the end of social media as we know it. Elon Musk buying Twitter is the end of the world, basically. He'll amplify every extremist right-winger he can find. I don't want to leave Twitter, but it seems a given that if Musk buys it, it will become completely uninhabitable for trans people and lots of other people. I don't know where these people are getting this idea, but hey, this is the idea that they think this is the future of the platform that they're seeing. If Elon Musk successfully purchases Twitter, which he now has, it could result in World War III and the destruction of our planet. These are pretty absurd claims to make. And even comic book professionals are reacting to the situation, saying they're going to boycott the platform, they're going to leave. Pete Wood said, I won't delete Twitter if that guy buys it. Well, he did, and he is that guy. But I'll spend a lot less time here, just like Facebook and Instagram. It's a useful tool, but I'm not really into participating in billionaires' ego trips. It's certainly making me rethink my relationship with social media as a whole. I can't believe we soon might be nostalgic about current Twitter. No one is ever going to be nostalgic about current Twitter because current Twitter is a cesspool and there's not much worse than it could get. There's also people saying things like too soon to know, letting banned people back on or doing away with mutes and blocks would be a big tell. Elon isn't talking about getting rid of the mutes and the block button, and he's not looking to get rid of any of that. He never said that he was planning to. What he's hoping to do is make it more free speech, not ban people for their political opinions, for their religious beliefs. He's not looking to just mass ban people because he doesn't like them. And that, at the end of the day, is why I support this. Again, I don't know exactly if Elon Musk is going to sit here and make the platform this amazing place filled with rainbows and sunshine, but I think that he could make it better. And again, it wouldn't really be hard to do that. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.